Oh man, is it that time again? Yes, it is. Welcome back to the cave within, baby. It's been a while. It's been a while. We're back at it, y'all. The cave within, and we return with the deep midweek flow, the midweek deep flow edition of the cave within. And this is like your midweek anchor to help get you through the second part of the week, as far as with your usual balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, and stillness, all of those wonderful things. My name is Clifton Pope. I'm the founder and CEO of Health Fitness Wealth Business, which is based off of holistic exercise transformation, which is based off of my podcast, the HFWB podcast series, which is based on my books that I've released, all of those things. For those who are listening for the very first time, basically, I am an ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, exercise transformation specialist, strength and conditioning coach, podcaster, author, speaker, the whole nine yards. Those are some of the many titles that I wear, or some of the many things that operate under health, fitness, wealth, business. And fast forward, I wanted to kind of bring that to the streaming platform as far as kick streams and everything. So I figured, why not put together a sanctuary that's centered around all the things that I like to do on a regular basis and all the things that, of course, symbolize what not only who I am, but what health, fitness, wealth, business is all about, which is poetry, meditation, and stillness. So here we are. This is the cave within your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. And I want to thank y'all for being here, of course. And for those who are tuned in on a regular basis, my bad, my bad. I just have to do a little bit of a quick introduction, just in case those who are listening for the very first time are wondering, what is the cave within all about? Well, again, it's your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. And this is your midweek deep flow. And the theme for this is that we're going to be tapping into our throat chakra, y'all. We're going to be focusing on how we can speak more truth, how to have more of an authentic expression, right? How to be open and honest with the communication that we have within ourselves to where we could share that to those who may need it and who can benefit off of our own truth when it's all said and done. So, with that being said, I just wanted to, of course, welcome you aboard to the Cave Within Live Digital Sanctuary. And at the same time, this is your midweek deep flow once again. And I just want to remind y'all once more, if your mind has been spinning, if your week has been heavy, if your soul needs a room to sit down, for example, the cave within sanctuary. This is your room to where all of that can take place for y'all. That's for sure. Not only that, tonight we're going to take it a little bit slower, deeper, softer. It's still going to be that balanced views of poetry, breath work, sound, stillness. It's still no performance needed, but also no pressure, of course. We're just focusing on presence, y'all. Just focusing on presence. And like always, for those who tune in on a regular basis, know what time it is. And for those who are listening for the very first time, this space is for the restless souls, the night healers, the deep healers, and anyone who wants to unwind at night, study, focus, sleep, reflect, or feel spiritually and creatively recentered. The cave within is your place to do that, y'all. And trust me, every single second, every single minute will definitely be awesome because we're coming in hot on a regular basis. Because tonight's theme is throat chakra activation. And again, this is based off of my poetry book that I released back in April, a couple of months ago, called Infinity Chakras Journey Within. Basically, if you've been tuning into the Cave Within Digital Sanctuary on a regular basis, you'll know that certain broadcasts will be chakra theme based, so to speak. And the reason why I do that is just to inspire more spiritual awakening from the frequency and energy and vibrations that the body has within us based on energy systems, which are basically chakras, which is what we have inside of our body. All of us have it inside of our body. And I hate it when people say that chakra is witchcraft. So when I hear that, I'm thinking to myself, so you think energy is witchcraft? So you think the fact that your body has a energy center attached to all the major body systems, you're calling that witchcraft? Oh man, I forgive you for not knowing any better. That's all I can really say about that. But at the same time, if you knew better, you do better. But anywho, basically, I've been coming up with these chakra theme nights for the digital broadcast that I do within the cave within here and there. We've pretty much been going up the entire chakra tree, for instance. We did the heart chakra theme night about a few weeks back. So tonight we're doing the throat chakra activation theme night. We're focusing on a lot of truth, a lot of how we can let your voice be heard more. We're focusing on expressing ourselves, most importantly. But really, we're focusing on that blue energy, y'all, because I don't know if y'all knew this or not. The throat chakra, the main color theme is blue. And ironically enough, it's funny because I'm actually wearing blue right now. And this wasn't premeditated or planned whatsoever. It's just something within me as I was getting ready for the course of the day, just said, I'm just going to throw on something blue. I haven't wore anything blue all week. So here I am wearing my blue Under Armour shirt, and here I am doing the throat chakra activation theme for the cave within. Man, I gotta say, that's awesome within itself because the fact that it wasn't even planned, it just naturally happened and it works out like that sometimes. The beauty of it. But anywho, the theme, of course, throat chakra activation. We're focusing on the blue energy. We're focusing on the center of communication because honestly, our throat chakra, I don't think people realize this, is that the throat chakra is the place where honesty, silence, repression, and expression, they all meet in one place so they can hang out and chill and become acquainted with one another, right? So if you've been swallowing your truth, if you've been editing yourself too much, if you've been carrying words that never find the air, trust me, again, the cave within is the place to be, and you are in the right room. So it's enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and just dive right into this broadcast, shall we? So y'all know what time it is. For those who listen on a regular basis, know that we warm up with our breath work. And for those who are listening for the very first time, that's usually how we start off every broadcast on the cave within. We always take a slow inhale and an exhale, a couple of them together, just so we can set the tone through the power of our breath. That way we can establish that superhero of self care. That way, we can take a little bit of a sip of nature's energy drink, being our breath. So let's go ahead and just relax ourselves. Let's let go of any tension and stress we may be feeling from head to toe. Let's gather ourselves for our first inhale through the nose. As we do that for 3 to 5 seconds, hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds and exhale slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. Again, we'll do that again. Inhale through your nose. And as you inhale through your nose, let your shoulders drop, relax your jaw, soften your tongue, and if you hold your breath and slowly exhale. As we loosen the muscles around your throat, we'll do this one more time. Inhale through the nose, holding our breath for a few seconds, and then let's exhale slowly through the nose or through the mouth. And as a matter of fact, why not? If it feels good, how about this? Place one hand gently over your throat and one over your heart. And as you inhale through the nose once more, Allow the breath to flow through your throat, through your heart, through the belly button, holding your breath and exhale slowly. And again, we quietly tell ourselves within our inhale and our exhales that I am here, my voice matters, I am safe enough to tell the truth. As we inhale through our nose once more, holding our breath for a few seconds, let's go ahead and exhale together. And again, this is just a friendly reminder that I am here. I can soften, and I do not have to hide what is true inside me. And as a friendly reminder, if this space helps you breathe easier, don't forget to subscribe. Kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. And again, the Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, where did that tagline come from? For those who are listening for the very first time, almost had a little bit of a timber in my own office area. But good thing I got great reflexes, y'all. Good thing I got great reflexes. That was a little bit of a side note action right there. You never know what can happen within the cave within, baby. You never know what can happen within the cave within. But anywho, the Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 tagline for the cave within, it actually came from my latest book, well, one of my previous books, The Man Who Didn't Give Up, that I released last November. And basically, it was talking about how I overcame the chaos, the turmoil, and uncertainty that I was dealing with throughout all of 2024, going into the first half of last year in 2025. So if you're wondering kind of like where I was at within that specific time frame and how I was able to put together a resilience plan to overcome the resistance, The Man Who Didn't Give Up is the place to be. Get your copy on Amazon right now in ebook, paperback, and hardcover. And also, if you go to my gumroad.com or gumroad.com, and if you type in understanding chaos, turmoil, and uncertainty, I actually put together a course dedicated, excuse me, I actually put together a course dedicated towards the man who didn't give up as well. So it's something to kind of check out as well. And I may put together a course very, very soon based on my latest book, The Fitness Mirage, as well. So be on the lookout for that. That might come out at some point, probably next month if I had to take a guess, but who knows? Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. All right, y'all. I had to get my little area situated that's right here. Because for those who don't know, I actually have a window sill right in front of me here where my desk is set up within my office. I just had to fix the blinds and all that as I was putting my book back up here, just to make sure nothing else falls off that I wasn't expecting and all that stuff. But as we continue to keep the broadcast rolling here within the cave within, I figured why not let's do a little bit of some throat chakra reflection real quick because again, breaking down the throat chakra in the most simplest way I can put it for those who are listening and wondering what's the purpose of the throat chakra? Well, let me tell you. The throat chakra is the meeting point, right? Between what is inside and what is expressed outside. It governs communication, truth, voice, self expression, saying what needs to be said, and releasing what has been held too long. See, when this energy center in particular is blocked, life can feel like overthinking instead of expressing, silence instead of clarity, suppression instead of release, resentment instead of honesty. Those are just some examples of what can happen when your throat chakra is imbalanced and blocked off. And honestly, a lot of overthinkers don't actually need more thoughts, really. They just need a safer relationship with their own truth. And that is nothing but the truth, for sure. So, overall, tonight is all about letting that truth breathe, baby. That's all we got to do. We just got to let that truth breathe. That is for sure. So, with that being said, I figured now would be a perfect time as we sprinkle in a little bit of poetry real quick. So, the first poetry piece that I have put together in honor of the throat chakra, and by the way, if you purchase my latest book, Infinity Chakras Journey Within, I do have a poem dedicated to the throat chakra specifically, but this is just part of the family in regards to poems dedicated to the throat chakra. So, this first poem I put together is called The Weight of Unspoken Things. It starts off like this, y'all. Some words do not disappear when you do not say them. They wait in the jaw, in the throat, in the chest, in the strange tightness between what you feel and what you allow yourself to reveal, right? The body remembers the truth you edited. The spirit remembers the moment you chose silence, not out of wisdom, but out of fear. And still there is mercy here, because even now the voice has not died. It has only been waiting for a softer room. The weight of unspoken things. I want to let that settle in real quick. Let that settle in because sometimes the body carries what the mouth never released. Ooh wee. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Sometimes the body carries what the mouth never released. And then you wonder why you're carrying so much weight on your shoulders and so much weight inside of you. The weight of unspoken things. Let's run that first poetry piece back one more time, like we always do in the cave within. The weight of unspoken things. Some words do not disappear when you do not say them. They wait in the jaw, in the throat, in the chest, in the strange tightness between what you feel and what you allow yourself to reveal. The body remembers the truth that was edited. The spirit remembers the moment you chose silence, not out of wisdom, but out of fear. And still there is mercy here. Because even now the voice has not died. It's only been waiting for a softer room. The weight of unspoken things. That first poetry piece got me so fired up. It's just, again, why we continue to come in hot. Because a lot of us have become fluent in self censorship. I'm gonna have to say that again for the people in the back, y'all. A lot of us have become fluent in self censorship. You know, we know how to smile politely, keep the peace, avoid discomfort, stay useful and agreeable. You know, at least that's what most parents have done to most of their children, just to make sure they are modeling citizens of society, right? Or at least what's left of society. But honestly, we don't always know how to stay true to who we are and what we are about and what we represent because of us becoming so fluent in self censorship. So, I say all of that to say, in regards to the throat chakra, it's kind of like, can you be honest without abandoning yourself? Let that question sink in, y'all. Can you be honest without abandoning yourself? You know, think about it. Like, seriously, put some thought into it. I really want y'all to put some thought into it. I really do. As we transition into our second poetry piece for tonight, and this one is called Blue Light. Since, again, the throat chakra's main color theme is blue, so why not have a poem dedicated to the throat chakra? And we're going to introduce the Blue Light poetry piece. There is a blue light inside the honest throat, not loud, not violent, not desperate, but it's clear enough because it does not scream to prove it exists. It does not twist itself to fit every room. It simply says, this is true, this is mine, this is what I feel, and this is what I mean. And when that blue light opens, the soul stops straining to be understood by eyes. The blue light, y'all. Can you see the blue light within you? Can you see the blue light in you? You know what? Let's run that back again once more for the second time as we're getting our poetry immersion in. And as always, let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat in regards to every poetry piece that is done, in regards to the breath work, the stillness, the meditation. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Let's express ourselves freely, openly, and honestly, because that's what the cave within is all about. And that's what this live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness is truly all about. So, again, the blue light poetry piece. There is a blue light inside the honest throat, not loud, not violent, not desperate. It's clear. It does not scream to prove it exists. It does not twist itself to fit every room. It simply says, this is true, this is mine, this is what I feel, this is what I mean. When that blue light opens, y'all, the soul stops straining to be understood by lies. The blue light, the blue light. And honestly, the truth is not always easy. There's a reason why they say the truth hurts and it's a tough pill to swallow because it's not easy. But suppression is a lot more expensive. That is something I could say because it costs your energy, your clarity, your peace, and even your identity sometimes. So, again, tonight, we're not going to be forcing words here. We're just going to be creating safety for expression. So, I figured by doing that, this would be a perfect time, as a matter of fact, to dive into our deep ambient frequency block, which is pretty much for those listening to the for the very first time. This is the part where we focus in on the meditation aspect of the poetry, meditation, and stillness. You see what I mean for those first time listeners? We settled in with some breath work. You know, get ourselves empowered with some poetry, courtesy of yours truly. And then on top of that, we dive into deeper into our stillness with some meditation. Man, you can't go wrong with that here within the cave within, because again, we're going to be moving now into the deeper ambient portion of the night. And again, this is less words, more sound, more room, more stillness. And if you feel like studying, by all means. If you feel like getting some prayers in, by all means. You want to dive deep into the meditation, which is the whole purpose of the ambient block frequency immersion, by all means. If you want to use this as background music to journal down your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and do like that self examination to close out the day, by all means. You want to use this as background music to fall asleep and practice your breath work, again, by all means. If you want to use this to be present in the moment and reflect on everything, again, by all means. So, with that being said, we're going to make our transition now. And I figured, in honor of it being the throat chakra theme night, what we're going to do is we're going to meditate to the throat chakra frequency. And for those who are wondering what the throat chakra frequency is, it is basically 741 hertz, which is HZ for short, frequencies. Again, that's 741 hertz HZ frequency. And basically, the whole purpose of this frequency is that it helps remove the toxins and the negativity that's going on with you. And it kind of is giving you that aura cleanse and that spiritual detox that you're striving for. With that being said, let's get ready to dive into our meditation. Frequencies start to settle in. profound state begins, I want you to simply just close your eyes, soften your gaze, whichever's more comfortable. So regardless, let's begin the process of tuning into our breath as we inhale through the nose, as we exhale through the nose, releasing ourselves from our thoughts, emotions, our feelings, and our control, not to run away from it or ignore it completely, but simply to acknowledge and accept and embrace it for what it is. As we breathe in through our nose, inhaling calm, and as we exhale through our nose or mouth, exhaling the stress, I want us to begin to visualize a blue pulse within all pulse field, whatever helps you visualize the color. That way you can focus in on the throat chakra as much as possible. That way you can tune into the initial frequency of the throat chakra. Let's just go ahead and just focus in on that. Excuse me. Continue to breathe in, breathe out, breathing in, breathing out, reminding ourselves that our voice truly matters, that we're not forcing any expression, and we're safe enough to tell the truth. And again, if your mind wanders, simply just come back to the breath and remember you are safe enough to focus every single time you're taking it. So I want y'all to visualize that blue ball, that blue force field, and just remind yourself that I am speaking here the truth, allow your truth to be set free, open up the doorways, All right, everybody. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are tuned in, locked in, cave within. Still doing our nice meditation here. And again, just continue to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And again, if your mind has been wandering for a little bit, come back to the power of your breath. If your emotions feel like they're rising, just let it rise without judgment. If words come, write them down. If stillness comes, let it stay. As we continue to breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our nose or through our mouth like we always do. And again, as we stay here just a little bit longer, just notice the sensations that you're feeling at the toe. Focus in on that big blue ball of energy within you, or force field, or whatever symbolizes the throat chakra to you, whatever symbolizes that blue light to you. Let's just focus on that. Continue to let the sound hold us. And what is true can definitely rise without force. That's for sure. Again, as we continue to inhale through our nose, exhale through our nose or mouth, slowly but surely begin to transition back into our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our ego, acknowledging, accepting, and embracing all those things as we return to our center. So as we always do in every meditation practice, we'll focus on our three biggest inhales and three biggest exhales. That way we can get rid of all the stress that's within us and take it in with a calm, cool, collected approach, right? So with that being said, let us inhale through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds. Hold in the breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And once more, we shall exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. Again, inhale through your nose. Hold in the breath for a few seconds. And then let's exhale slowly once more through our nose, through our mouth, whichever is more suitable or comfortable. Let's go ahead and do one more inhale together. Inhale through your nose, everyone. Hold in our breath for a few seconds, and then we'll slowly exhale through the nose or through the mouth, whichever is more suitable and comfortable always. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes or come out of that softened gaze with this. And as we come back together, I want y'all to just let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. Like always, notice any warm feeling, tingling sensation within your body or around your throat. Have no fear if that's the case, because that's simply what they call chi energy, chi energy, which is another way of saying life force. And what do we do to stay alive on a regular basis? Our oxygen and our blood flow. That is what chi energy consists of in simplest terms, right? So as we come back together slowly, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a special treat on this deep Midweek flow, this throat chakra activation night here within the cave within. I usually only do 2 poetry pieces, but since it's throat chakra activation night, and since this is the deep Midweek flow, I figured why not do one more poetry piece just for good measures, and then a few gentle props. How does that sound, everybody? That sounds good?
I love it. That is so great.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's do this, y'all. So, third and final poetry piece for the night. Third time's the charm, right? This is called What I Never Said. And it goes like this. There were things I thought silence would heal, but silence only preserved them, like pressed flowers in a closed book. Beautiful, maybe, yes, but no longer breathing. And maybe healing begins not when every word is perfect, but when one true word finally opens a window. What I never said. What I never said. What I never said. Again, because there were things I thought silence would heal, but silence only preserved them, like pressed flowers in a closed book. Beautiful, maybe, but no longer breathing. And maybe healing begins not when every word is perfect, but when one true word finally opens a window. What I never said, baby. What I never said. And that is how we come in hot as we wind things down on this cave within digital broadcast of all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. So I want to go over some quick reflection prompts as we wind things down in the cave within. If you're journaling tonight, for instance, this is right up your alley. You might be sitting with a question like, what truth have I been afraid to say? Maybe you've been thinking, where have I been quiet when I need clarity? Maybe you've been thinking, what am I ready to express more honestly? Or what would my life feel like if my voice and spirit were in alignment? Now, these are some questions I'm sure that are scrolling through your mind right now, but I just want to remind you, you don't need to answer all of them right now. Just let one question at a time find you at the right moment and at the right time. As we begin to close, I want to ask you, like always, how are you feeling right now? Let me know how y'all are feeling in the comments. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. If you're watching this on rewind, let me know how you're feeling. If you're watching it live, let me know how you're feeling in the chats. Are you feeling clear, calm, more soft, maybe more open, grounded, reflective, maybe? Or are you just simply present in the moment? Again, if you're watching this live, let me know how you're feeling in the chat. If you're watching the replay of it, let me know how you're feeling in the comments. And share this live broadcast to someone who may need it. That way they can learn how to express themselves through the power of truth. Because the truth shall set you free. That is a fact. You want to know why that's a fact? Because the Almighty Savior Yeshua HaMashiach, for Yahweh prophet words, Jesus, said exactly that. The truth shall set you free. Never forget that. And whatever is true is always welcome here within the cave within. And like always, if this kind of sacred stillness sits with you, speaks with you, if your spirit is hungry for more places like this, there's a lot more places where you can rest. I did mention my Infinity Chakras Journey Within poetry book. That's still on Amazon here in paperback, like I have right here. It's also available in ebook. And if you go to gumroad.com, type in Infinity Chakras or my name, Clifton Pope, you can get the audio book for the Infinity Chakras Journey Within. You can also get the audio book for my latest book, The Fitness Mirage. Again, The Fitness Mirage, my latest book that I just released, The Fitness Mirage. It's available in paperback and ebook, and it's also available in audiobook on gumroad.com as well. And also, if you're interested in some more up close and personal action with yours truly, again, like I said in the intro, I am an ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, exercise transformation specialist, strength and conditioning coach. If you're interested in virtual sessions, if you're interested in in-person sessions, you can reach out to me to my personal phone number, 361-765-4760, or my email, cpope.cp@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from each and every single one of you. We can have a free consultation. We can put together a customizable plan that fits you, That way we can unlock your hidden secret to your mind, your body, and your spirit. That way we can stay in spiritual shape, baby. That's what the HFWE exercise transformation program and holistic fitness program and nutrition program is truly all about. And like always, oh, before I forget, don't forget about the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 and Volume 2 pack. That's available on gumroad.com. The Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 pack, it features two guided meditations, one on leadership and one for letting go of fear for those interested in that. The Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 2 pack, if you're interested in taking some of my personal poems with me on the road, I do have two poems in the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 2 pack, one on taking action and one on energy and vibrations that I feel like y'all will love. Oh, yeah. And I just want to let y'all know the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 3 pack is live on Gumroad as we speak. I literally just uploaded it earlier this evening just so I can make that special announcement. Again, the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 3 pack is live now on Gumroad. So if you type in Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 3 pack, you'll get exclusive access to two new poems of mine, along with one new guided meditation, two for one special all in one. You'll get two guided poems, one on the crown, one on return, and most importantly, you'll get a guided meditation on inner love and light. You can't go wrong with that with the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 3 pack. So check that out on the Gumroad e-commerce store. And also, last but not least, be sure to hit that subscribe button to the HFW podcast series. I just released a couple of new episodes. Part one of my conversation with Mr. Bora Berkowitz, Miss E's Flowing Soul herself. You'll see what I mean by that if you listen to that episode in particular. And the June 2026 Wellness Whisperers series installment is also live now. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. And again, if this space helps you sleep, study, read, come back to yourself, support it by subscribing once more to kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Stay tuned. I got a whole new line of products coming to the Gumroad e-commerce store very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. And other than that, this is Clifton Pope of Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. And I have been your official guide for the cave within. For the restless souls, the night fears, and the deep fears, and for those learning to speak truth with softness, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in to the latest broadcast of the Cave Within Digital Sanctuary for your balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, and stillness. Continue to breathe deeply. Continue to stay honest and true to who you are and what you're about and what you represent. And again, just come back to the sanctuary whenever you need it. This is right here, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Peace and love, positive vibrations, my Cave Within family. I wish y'all a wonderful, restful night. We shall talk soon, y'all. This is the Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Peace, y'all.